I wanted to take a couple minutes and share with you about our new program in our office, Max Metabolics. I'm very excited about this program because it is a functional health approach to allowing patients to dive in deeper to healing their body through specific tests and lab work. And this is a wonderful thing that I've been really looking forward to launching with our patients. So the functional health program has a few different tests, but today I want to talk about the functional health blueprint. It is the main test that we're going to be using for our patients. And it allows us to get down into the nitty-gritty of your health issues. And what I really like about this is the fact that it allows us to really find out what is happening in your body and not just do guesswork based on the symptoms you're having, but really dive in deep into really seeing how is your body functioning and what could be causing your body not to function or not to feel the way that it should. So the functional health blueprint test, it goes above and beyond any annual physical blood draw, lab draw. It allows us to gain profound insight into your hormones, your thyroid, your adrenals, a whole list of key markers to really determine the health and the well-being of your body. So I wanted to dive deep into kind of showing you what the functional health blueprint test and how amazing that it is. So the test looks at your thyroid health. It looks at your health. It also looks at iron status, cholesterol levels, inflammatory markers, adrenal markers, neurotransmitters, and hormones. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about each one of those things that it looks into. But what I love about the test is that it's very comprehensive. So we can look at with one test, how is your thyroid functioning? Do you have hyperthyroid or hypothyroid? Or do you have thyroid antibodies that could indicate autoimmune issues like Hashimoto's? We can look into the blood sugar and find out, are you having issues with, hypoglycemia, or are you having problems with insulin? Do you really need to work on your nutrition and supplementation to help balance out that blood sugar before it turns into full-blown diabetes? We can look at and really find out, are you getting enough vitamin D? Are you supplementing enough? Are you getting enough sunshine? How are your vitamin B12 levels looking? And do you need to supplement that or change your diet to improve the vitamin B12? I really love to be able to help patients with cholesterol because I've had a lot of patients over the years, when you go to your doctor and you get your lab work done, the doctor really tells you that your cholesterol is high and that the only option is you need to go on a statin or a cholesterol lowering medication. And one thing I found is with testing patients, we can find and go through different options that can help your body metabolize cholesterol without having to go down the road of a harmful statin medication. There are substances that are called plant sterols and also other herbs and vitamin supplements that really help your body balance that cholesterol, unlike the statins that block that pathway and cause a lot more damage to your body. There are better, more natural approaches to dealing with higher than optimal cholesterol levels. So with the functional health blueprint, the test is very easy. It's very convenient. And when you get the test kit, it comes in that nice little box. And inside the box, like you can see on this picture, is all the things that you need to collect your samples at home. And that's also very nice, the fact that you don't have to go to the lab, schedule an appointment. You can test at home and then you ship it right from your home to the lab. And it's also very nice that it's private. None of the information from the lab testing will go on your digital footprint. It won't be connected or tied back to your health insurance premiums or your doctor, your medical doctor. So it's really nice that you can keep these results private to yourself and it doesn't have to go on, your digital footprint. And then it's very empowering because it helps you to make better informed decisions with your health as well too. So in the kit, there's going to be an instruction on how to collect and how to properly do the samples. But you're going to see blood spot cards, you're going to see saliva collection tubes, and then all the tools that you need to properly collect your samples as well. I just want to talk about one thing when collecting the blood sample. In case you do get the functional health blueprint test, you will know how to properly collect your blood sample. So the picture where it says good sample, that is what you want your test to look like. When you prick your finger and you drop the blood on the card, you want to make sure that the blood drops from your finger onto the card and you don't touch your finger on the card. And you want to keep dropping your blood until it bleeds and goes into that first line. And then you've collected enough blood, and then the test will take it the rest of the way. But you have to keep dropping until it reaches the first line. And so if you need help on how to do that, feel free to talk to myself or talk to our team. But I just want to kind of show you what a good and bad sample looks like when you're collecting at home. The other part of the test is a saliva collection. The reason why we do saliva collection is this is the best way to test your hormones. So the functional health blueprint really dives deep into hormones, cortisol, melatonin, serotonin. It looks at all your sex hormones. It can really dive into, are you having issues with estrogen, testosterone, progesterone? And the way you look at hormones is through saliva collection. So just be sure to read the instructions that an hour prior to collection, you do not want to eat, brush your teeth, floss, use mouthwash, lip balm. You don't want to chew gum or do any tobacco products. You only want to drink water so that doesn't affect your test results when you collect them. And then females, you do want to make sure that you're collecting your best results for your hormones. You should do your test between days 19 and 22 of your cycle to make sure that you are looking at your hormones kind of during the best time of the month to get an accurate reflection of what's really happening with your hormones as well. So when we look at the other parts of our test here, this is a sample of one of my patients that had their functional health blueprint. So this particular panel is looking at the cholesterol. So you can see my patient, their cholesterol, total cholesterol was on the high side. Their LDLs were higher, their HDLs were low, and their triglycerides were a little high. And with the functional health blueprint with our Max Metabolics, we work with a team of doctors to go over your lab results and to come up with your specific recommendations. And I love this because with our Max Living Network, we work with a functional medicine doctor. We work with a pharmacist that is actually geared towards helping people with herbs and supplements and natural protocols versus using prescription medications, as well as many of our doctors as well too. So with this patient, we recommended that they get on a diet that helps with knocking out inflammation, that's going to help with lowering that cholesterol through diet and specific things, what to eat, what not to eat. And then we also looked at things like plant sterols that helps your body metabolize cholesterol, and as well as a few other things that help with knocking out inflammation that's going to help your body bring that cholesterol down more back into a normal range for the body. On our next test that I wanted to show you, this is a patient who we're looking at their thyroid panel, and their TSH was high. That's the thyroid stimulating hormone. That does tend to indicate hypothyroidism, that the thyroid is not functioning as well as it should. Interesting thing is that this patient had no idea that their thyroid wasn't normal. They just thought they were tired and fatigued all the time. And it's really nice to be able to test and find out, oh my gosh, you need to support that thyroid. We need to get on certain adaptogen herbs that help that thyroid to function better, and look at some dietary changes as well too to help your thyroid work the way it should. This is some of the hormonal panel and the vitamin markers. So you can see this particular patient, their melatonin was good, their serotonin was good, their vitamin D levels were good, and their vitamin D12 levels are good. So that's the other thing, is it's nice to see on the test what's working really well in your body. And if you're taking action to be healthier, it's nice to be able to see, hey, it's working and I'm seeing good changes with my health as well. But it's also good to see where your melatonin is, because melatonin is the hormone that helps you sleep. And if your melatonin is very low, then that can indicate that you need some help with that melatonin, and that could help you sleep a lot better as well. Cortisol, this looks like the full cortisol. That's why during the saliva collection, you'll collect your sample multiple times throughout the day, because we want to see how your cortisol arc is functioning. So normal cortisol in the morning, it should be higher, it should peak midday, and then it should start to go down as your melatonin rises for bedtime. But if that is at all altered, then that can be affecting your energy, your weight gain, your mood. And if there's issues with cortisol, a lot of times that indicates that your adrenal glands, that it's where your stress hormones like cortisol are produced, that they may not be functioning the way that they should. So the Functional Health Blueprint, it's $4.99, and that includes the test kit itself. It also includes reviewing your results. I do a one-on-one consultation with you to go over your results and your personalized recommendations based on your blueprint test with that as well. So if you do want to get the test kit, you can pick that up today. We have them at the front desk, and our front desk team can help you with that. And inside the test kit, there is a requisition form that you want to make sure that you sign and ship that in, and then read the directions to make sure that you properly collect your samples. So that makes it easy as possible to send that into the lab as well. So looking forward to helping you guys dive deeper into your health and really find out what could be the root cause of some of your health issues as well.